Hey everyone, of course, welcome to our next edition of Forum Bites. In this episode, we continue our retreat exercise series where we're going to be giving you 4 more things you can do on your retreat to help bring your forum that much closer together. And it's an excuse for me to get out of the office again. Can anyone tell it's summer? The first exercise is actually called My Perfect Day. It usually takes around about an hour, depending on the size of your forum, and everyone needs a piece of paper and a pen. This activity is not pre-planned. You need to do this on the spot. It's really important that they do it on the spot so you get the answer that isn't thought too much about. Primarily because this is framing what their best day looks like, and you don't want other parts of life clouding it. You tell them that you want them to write down the story of what their perfect day looks like. You know, when do they get up, what do they do, and how do they do it? Because they're going to be making a presentation to the forum. Give them approximately 10 minutes to write their story, and then obviously get them all to present them. Give them a time frame of 5 minutes per person to present their perfect day. And as they're actually presenting their perfect day, write down some notes of the major points, because this perfect day allows you to not only get to know the member better about what makes them tick and what they really enjoy doing, it also gives you a bit of a goal structure to hold them accountable to whether they're getting closer to their perfect day or whether they're doing something contradictory to what they want to do. For example, I could start my perfect day like, I want to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning, I'll start working out. I'll then sit down and look at my emails, but I've only got 5 of them because I've got other people who manage those. Then at the end of my workout, I decide what I'm going to be doing for the day. It may be going back to bed. It's really up to me. And then I would continue. Obviously, from that very small caption, you can see that I want to control my day. I don't want the noise of emails coming through, and I want to be the determinant of what I do, which may even be just going back to bed. Now, the main point about these perfect days is it's designed to be able to get to know what the member is looking for. And the one thing I've noticed with a lot of entrepreneurs is they're very good at making plans for today. They're very good at making plans of growth, but they're not very good at framing what the end game looks like. What does success look like for every one of your forum members? And that's what the perfect day is about. It allows you to be able to frame what success looks like. So over your term as moderator, you can help hold them accountable for fulfilling that success and not continually pushing past the finish line. The second activity is called By the Numbers. Now, this activity is pre-planned, so you have to give your forum members a heads up before the retreat. It takes about 3 to 4 hours. This is a long one because everyone has approximately 15 minutes to make their presentation. Some people break it up, some people do it in one hit, some people just do it intermittently through their whole retreat. And what it actually is the forum members need to present a story to explain the past, the present, and the future of their business, but they can only do it through their numbers. In other words, they have to present their balance sheet or their cash flow or their future plans through the numbers so you can understand how their business works, once again, through its numbers. Now, this can be quite confronting for a lot of people. But the main point of this is not only to get to understand their business better, get to understand what the future looks like for their business better, but also so you can help them work out what their key KPI is. The one thing I've found within forums is that one person's key KPI, let's say revenue, may be absolutely critical to one member, but it may not be critical to another. Theirs might be GP, theirs might be cash flow, theirs might be funding. Whatever it is, depending on what their business is trying to aim for, this presentation allows you to work out what that number actually is. So through the forum and through understanding, you know how to hold them accountable, as well as help them work out what success actually looks like. The third activity you can do is called the book review. Now, I'm sure you can work out from the name what it actually is, but there's a couple of tricks you can use to make it successful. The first thing you have to do is, obviously, this is an item they have to do before the retreat. Unless, of course, I've seen some moderators actually choose a short article to read, which they read at the retreat, then review. But of course, most people actually do it beforehand by allocating the book or the chapter they have to read so they can digest it before they come to the retreat. You set aside approximately an hour to actually digest most of the items within the book or the chapter that you want to talk about. You may choose a chapter about, I don't know, goal setting, people handling, business planning, whatever your forum needs. And you sit down and you discuss what is the main learnings that they actually got from reading that book, and what are their proposed changes or things they're going to do differently to implement what they've just learned. It's really important at the end of the hour, at the end of the review, that you write down actions they're going to do so you can hold them accountable. The only time I've ever seen a book review fail is where the review is completed and no change has happened. And the fourth and final activity is called Give and Get. Now, this is usually done quite often in the EO community in the leadership roles. It's where each person within the forum, usually at the end of the retreat, answers a simple question. What will they give to the forum? And what will they hopefully get from the forum? This activity can be as long as you need it to be. It's more than just accountability. Yes, of course, they are going to be framing what they need from the forum, but it also allows you to frame what they're going to be giving to the forum so you can hold them accountable. It allows you to be able to form your plans going forward based on what they need, and therefore allows it to be more successful because you help them get that rather than trying to guess what they need. And the other part as well going forward is the accountability point. Instead of trying to hold them accountable for things that you told them they need to do, all you do is hold them accountable to what they said they would do. Now, as always, if anyone's got any questions whatsoever, or you've got any other retreat exercises you think work well, please leave them in the comment section. If you haven't subscribed already, please go ahead and hit that bald head right now. And as always, I'll see you in the next episode.